Good evening. I'm Daniel Metcalf, and this is Colby Heiman, and we are presenting a top-down approach to green roof innovation across the 500 hotel portfolio we are presented with. This presentation will be broken up into 4 parts: background into green roofs, what they are, how they work, the benefits that are associated with green roofs, economic, environmental, and social, the 3 models that we came up with that can be implemented across various climates and the different designs associated with them, and then the economics behind the green roofs and when we can break even with our product. Now, background on green roofs are that they provide a insulating membrane across the roof that directly impacts light and energy coming from the sun. Also, they can mitigate stormwater, which can be very crucial in city and urban regions. Now, there are 2 types of green roofs: extensive and intensive, and we will use both of these in our models. An extensive green roof is for cold climates that use alpine vegetation where you're solely getting the energy savings associated with green roofs, whereas intensive can have high customer interaction, and they'll have a deeper soil medium to increase the number of plants and vegetation you can have on the roof. Now, with the green roof, there are 7 distinct layers. The vegetation, this will be the plants, and then we have the growing medium where plants are growing. Then you have the filtration, drainage, and waterproof barriers. These encapsulate the hotel, encapsulate the roof, and provide protection from the elements associated with weathering and provide longevity to the roofs themselves. Now, the 3 benefits that I stated before: economic, environmental, and social. With the economic benefits, we are directly reducing the energy with the hotel. Now, we are reducing HVAC by 8%, and HVAC is 38% of the total electrical use of the hotel. Ecotourism, we are going to be able to market the entire portfolio as a green, sustainable hotel, and able to use the intensive green roofs that we mentioned as the platform for this marketing. Then life cycle analysis. This is very key, as we are able to expand the life of the green roof 3 times that of a traditional roof. The environment benefits: with a green roof, we are directly lowering our carbon footprint, and we're able to market that as well. We have local impacts within the cities. We are mitigating stormwater, and then we have air filtration to just make the air crisper. The final is the social benefits. This is where we see the customer interaction with the roof. We have human health with the lower air temperature with indoors. And then we have quality of life, where we are able to provide an amenity to the customers to go up on and experience the green roof. We can provide homes for animals, habitat, and they'll be able to take this in on the green roof itself. And then finally, green marketing. You're able to market each one of these benefits to a distinct population, to a distinct region where green roofing and green tourism is growing. Now I'm going to pass this over to Colby, where he will talk about the models and the break-even analysis.
So the specific models that we decided to implement across the 500 hotel portfolio are the warm climate model, the cold climate model, and a hybrid between the 2. So the warm climate model is for climates where customers could really interact with these roofs, so we chose to use intensive plants for this. Optimizing customer interaction by way of happy hours with a lounge on the roof, yoga or exercise classes on the roof, or receptions and corporate events. Things of this nature could really heighten the revenue potential of our hotels and also create a better experience for our guests. The cold climate model is utilizing extensive plants. Because in cold areas, guests are not going to be as prone to be using the facilities, we suggest extensive plants that are cheaper to implement, but also still give you the HVAC cost reductions. We are still able to reduce costs of energy and still able to mitigate stormwater without having all the costs associated with intensive roofs. The hybrid model would be a mixture of the 2. For seasonal cities in the US and Europe and globally that have strong spring and summer months where customers are able to go up on the roof, experience this great atmosphere, But then in the fall and winter months, when it's not as common for guests to be outdoors, they're going to be able to still experience the HVAC cost reductions and the stormwater mitigation that the green roof brings naturally. We use a wide variety of plants in all of these models. For intensive, you would get a model that somewhat looks like a normal garden or a city park just on the roof of your hotel, which creates a very attractive amenity for the guests. Looking here at the comparison table for certain costs associated with different types of roofs, we can see that the installation costs for green roofs range from around $5 to $30. For typical black tar roofs or a white roof, which is simply a reflective coating on the surface that reflects some sunlight, is around $5 to $6 per square foot for installation. Annual maintenance costs range from 60 cents to $1 for green roofs and are only around 20 cents for regular roofs. These differences are certainly going to make the initial startup costs of green roofs more expensive. However, because of the useful life of a green roof is nearly triple that of a black tar roof or a white roof, you drastically reduce the amount of replacement costs you're going to have and, the amount of depreciation that you'll have. The percent reduction in HVAC costs for green roofs is around 8%. Compare that to the base case of 0% reduction with a black tar roof and only 5% for a white roof. You can see the benefits right there. The percent of stormwater retained, while it may not necessarily bring profits to the bottom line, it certainly increases our marketability and the overall quality of life for the area. Green roofs can reduce stormwater by 75%. The break-even analysis here in the center describes where we can expect to get our money back based on this investment. The extensive roof is a $200,000 initial investment based on property assumptions of a 250-room hotel and a 20,000 square foot roof. We chose these assumptions based on certain hotels that may have only 3 or 4 stories and a larger roof compared to 15-story hotel with a smaller roof. The average of $20,000 was agreed upon so that we were able to conduct this analysis. Maintenance costs per year are based on the table that I previously mentioned for all different types of roofs. The total HVAC cost savings based on the 8% reduction amounts to around $10,000 per year for a green roof. We also incorporated a percent increase in hotel revenues based on our increased green marketability and a more energy eco-conscious guest that we're able to attract. For the extensive roof, because customer interaction is not the focal point, we only added about a 1% bump in hotel revenue. For the intensive project, we boosted that about 3% due to the customer interaction and ability to utilize this extra square footage. So moving back to the extensive green roof, we achieve a $30,000 cost premium implementing the green roof in the first year. However, in our second year, we achieve profits of $34,000, and it only grows from there, especially after year 15 when a whole nother black tar roof is required to implement. The intensive green roof, as you can imagine, has higher startup costs, and the premium for the first year is around $123,000. However, like in the extensive case, the 2014 break-even is still consistent. We achieve a profit of $43,000, and as I mentioned before with the extensive, this continues to grow at a rapid pace throughout the useful life of the green roofs. In conclusion, I wanted to thank you all for coming and listening, and I wanted to reiterate 3 main points about green roofs. 1, the useful life of a green roof drastically reduces maintenance and replacement costs associated with typical roofs. 2nd, the quality of life for guests and the ability to increase an additional amenity is very attractive to be able to market this portfolio to very eco-conscious people. 3rd, the break-even analysis clearly shows that this investment is a very attractive one, and we can hope to gain back our initial money within the 2nd year of operations. Thank you again. My name is Colby, and this is Daniel, and we'll be able to field questions tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you.